Salutations, Travelers! So you actually found Dori. Well then, time to get her battle ready. What is she good at? Energy recharge. Her burst allows her to funnel energy directly into a character of your choice, making her the ultimate battery. Support healer. Healing is not enough for Dori. She will also recharge your energy and be a potent electro applicator. What is she bad at? Damage. All her support and healing comes at a cost. Her raw damage is rather low. Split scaling, the bane of any character. Her healing scales solely on HP while her damage scales on attack. Stats. As aforementioned, her healing scales on HP, so all HP? That would be a waste. All of her damage still scales on attack, and she gets HP on Ascension. Her special energy restoration sadly doesn't seem to scale in any way, but her burst is expensive at 80 energy, so you want around 200% ER. After the ER, you can go HP if you like, tanking with your face. Or consider giving her some offense. Her raw ratios are low, and after ER and some HP, it will be hard to build a good amount of crit rate, damage and attack. Mastery, on the other hand, works well with Dendro, deals high damage and does not care for your offensive stats other than Mastery. Sets. Maiden is overkill, not enough healing for Clam. If you want a defensive set, then a combination of two-piece sets will work best, such as Millelith and Emblem. If you want an offensive set, the classic Thundering Fury will work well. And if you have been farming the new 3.0 domains, Gilded Dreams is also excellent. Weapons. Free to play and crafted. Ferrous Shadow for HP and Bloodstained Greatsword for EM are 3-star weapons that cost nothing. For the 4-star free to play options, it will be crafting. Katsuragi Kirin Nagamasa is amazing for expensive burst, with higher and a potent energy passive. Forest Regalia, the new Sumeru crafted claymore, grants lower ER but a beefy mastery passive. Do keep in mind that the passive requires a Dendro based reaction. You will probably always run Dendro with Electro, but if not, pick the Nagamasa instead. And friendly reminder, you can convert all billets to the new Sumeru model at the alchemy table. Battle Pass and Shop. As always, Serpent Spine offers incredible raw damage, both with crit rate and a very high damage increase passive. Blackcliff also offers high raw damage, but through crit and attack instead of damage increase. Get your 4-star, you can finally use the bell. It's still not great, the passive cooldown is way too long and Dori doesn't really need the HP. But if you really want more healing, that's your best option. As always, Favonius is great for even more ER and particles, as long as you have some crit rate in your build. Or Sacrificial, less ER but does not require crits. And Rain Slasher for a more offensive option, loads of ER and a strong passive. Gacha 5-star. None are a great option for Dori, but if you really want to bling her up, Skyward Pride is your best fit, ER and a total damage increase. Talents. Normals. They look hilarious and fun, but average ratios and no kit synergy or special scaling. This is just not worth using and can be skipped or kept for last. Skill. Fire a mortar at the enemy that splits into 2 homing projectiles on impact. Looks cool and fun to use, but low damage, 9-second base cooldown. It's alright for energy and applying electro, level this after burst. Burst. Plop down your lamp like a totem. It will link to your unfilled character with a light beam. The beam will restore HP and energy to the beamie. It also acts like an electric fence, dealing electro damage to anyone that touches it. Also, like an electric fence, it applies electro but does very little actual damage. And like an electric fence, you should definitely not try peeing on it. At level 10, it heals for 12% of Dori's HP plus 1400 per tick, and restores 2.5 energy per tick. From my testing, it ticks every 2.4 seconds for 12 seconds. The amount of energy is unaffected by either Dori's or the recipient's ER. Notable passives. Nothing you really need to pay attention to here. Electro-based reactions by a beamie will reduce the skill cooldown by 1 second, 3 second cooldown, and her skill will restore some of her energy on hit based on her ER. It all happens automatically while playing, and recrafting passive to save some materials. Notable Constellations. C4 will grant extra healing to low HP target and ER to characters low on energy, buffing both her healing and battery capabilities. C6 will grant you a 3-second electro infusion after her skill and some team healing. Gameplay. Dori meshes well with any team and is very simple to play. Her skill has a rather long range and is homing. Fire it on cooldown for energy and electro application. The only thing you have to be careful about is positioning and timing of a burst. The lamp does not move, it has a generous beam range but not infinite. If you get too far you lose all the benefits. Likewise, it only affects your current unfilled character, so make sure to time it right and send the healing and energy to who needs it when it's their turn on the field. And speaking for a friend, really don't try the electric fence thing. Until next time, farewell travelers!